Welcome, avatars, to... Sarah does this impersonation so much better than me. Welcome, avatars, to this week's community live stream, the Halloween October edition. And we will be running these for 3 or 4 weeks, I think, of creepy crawly goodness. I'm tilting the... See, if I do this too far, then the wax will drop. Oh, no. And you'll end up like this guy. So we have... Let me put that away. So we have lots to show you here, everybody, today, including... Which scene are we showing off?
We'll be looking at North Quel Way.
North Quel Way is coming up in R47.
That's correct.
And we just released 46.
Right.
So we're going in order of numbers, makes sense. This is really going to be an exciting release. I mean, we had a fantastic release for 46. We've gotten a lot of great feedback from the community already, and we have much to show you for R47. But first, quick introductions. Now you guys know SorcerousSteve. Esteben Zaldivar goes by SorcerousSteve in the forums. Very, very popular in the community. Everybody wants to see you on, preferably every week, but you know, we have more developers to show. And then there's myself. My name is Barrick in the community. My name is Matthew Anderson in real life, which is usually, rarely, you know, usually I go by Barrick.
That's true.
I try to keep it to that as much as possible. And I'm the community manager here, and we run these really cool, fun live streams. And speaking of which, am I on camera? Yeah, I'm like, sort of like, I'm a little scared of this guy, so I'm kind of I'm keeping distance of this dude over here. If we can get a quick sound check and video check, if you guys can see us and everything looks great. We did a little decorating. We had some extra spare parts, if you will, that we are honestly not sure what to do with yet. So we just hung them up on the wall to dry out a little bit. All right, so we've got, speaking of events and live streams and all these cool things that are coming up in October, there's a lot of stuff that the community is also generating. And you guys... I've never seen this many this many events in 1 month before.
Oh, wow.
From the community. There are a ton. There's Hatter's LAN Party, which I believe is going on right this moment. So you're going to want to check out all of the events going on today and through this weekend in the forums. There's a community events section of the forums. Go down to the release 46 and click on that one, and you'll see all of the events, including the ones we're talking about right now. We have also tomorrow the Release 46 Welcome Quest in Findupra at noon. This is all Central Time, or New Britannian Time. We also have Prism and Diamond Fields. What do you want on your tombstone? That's a good question.
Oh, wow, that's a good
I've
one.
already thought about what I want. I want like a quote of some famous scientist or philosopher. Like, the meaning of the universe is atomics. That's not even a quote. I'm making stuff up at this point. But you get the idea. Okay, what else? We have... Oh, by the way, Prism and Diamond Fields is putting on a few other events over the next few months. They always have something every month. And What Do You Want on Your Tombstone event is October 8th. Actually, it's running right now, I believe, and it's running through till some point on October 8th. So check out the community events section of the forums again for the details there. We also have the role players of the Avatar, rpota.com, weekly Outlander Creativity Spotlight. The Airy Fund has been working hard on a lot of the different events over the past several months, but in October we've seen at least we have 3 or 4 or more that they are producing, starting with Airy Fund's Think Pink Fight Against Breast Cancer PvP tournament that is going to occur on October 10th. That's next Tuesday at 7:30 Central Time, and that's in Festival, Player-Owned Town. Festival is one of the towns we spotlighted recently. Very cool town. And they're putting on a lot of other events, including the upcoming Extra Life November 4th, Virtues versus Chaos event. Now, November 4th, not Extra Life, but Airy Fund is coordinating with the community, many live streamers, on a 24-hour Extra Life initiative.
Oh,
24
wow.
hours of live streaming the game,
Wow.
live streaming all sorts of stuff. We'll probably be in there at some point.
Oh,
They're
sweet.
working on the schedule right now. If you're a live streamer and you want to get involved, check out the post in the community events section of the forum. I think we have it linked in the general discussion area as well, but any of the leaders of the area fund will be happy to give you information on how you can become involved. Let's see, what else? A bunch of other events all in the community calendar. Also, next week, more to what we're doing, we have the R46 Postmortem Telethon. So that's coming up on Thursday, which is right the day before SodaCon. We've been talking about SodaCon for like the past several months now. I'm getting excited, more excited every single month that we've actually, you know, now we're in like we're actually almost completed with really the planning on our side, which panels we're going to be on. We're on panels Friday and Saturday, and how we're going to become involved, because this is a community event. And there's going to be dozens of community members there that are not only running the event, but obviously they're just there to have fun. Yeah. And I think, are you on a panel?
Yes, I will be in the world building panel from 10 to 12 on Saturday.
Wow, 2 hour.
Yeah, it's a part
double
2,
whammy.
part 1, part 2 world building panel.
That'll be on Saturday.
Yeah, it's on Saturday.
Okay, great. I'll be there for that one. We also have, there's a VIP tour of the studio, or a tour with the VIPs at SodaCon, and a bunch of other cool stuff. And for all of you that were not able to attend, don't worry, we'll be taking photos. We'll be, I think, live streaming some of it as much as we can, and talking more about it on the postmortem live stream the day before, on, again, next week, Thursday. So all of that will be covered for you guys, and if you are excited about what you see, you want to attend the next event, we definitely encourage that, because we're, I think, going to have a SodaCon, maybe a SodaCon Austin every year, a SodaCon somewhere every year, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. All right, so let's check in on chat here. We've got Discord and Twitch up. I want to hear what you guys are thinking, what you are excited on seeing over the next week, what you are looking forward to for the postmortem. I'm sure you got your questions submitted, but if you didn't, go to the R46 Postmortem Telethon post on the front page of the website. I think it's still on the first page. It hasn't flipped to the, you know, the second pagination of that. But just search for the R46 Postmortem Telethon post. I'm not actually, somebody asked me earlier today if it was copied and mentioned in the forums, on our announcement section of the forums, you know, where we put all the official stuff. Yeah. Not actually sure that it's in there. So if somebody doesn't see it in the forums and you want to make a mention of, hey, you know, postmortem starting this Thursday, here's a link to the official announcement by the devs, please, somebody go ahead and do that. We try to get all those announcements in the forums as well, but I'm not sure I actually did that this time. Oops. So somebody else, community, will take care of it. Thank you. And then, you know, what you're thinking of if you're attending SodaCon, if you're going to be live streaming, or if you're going to be, you know, posting photos, we'll share those as well from everybody else that's going to be attending the event. It's going to be cool. We're going to be at Richard's property too, which is really exciting. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's going to be a couple of, I think, events over there. So it's going to be great. And then, of course, what we do every live stream is we give away prizes. So you guys are probably wanting to know, where the hell is the prizes? We want prizes. So we've got a couple of new items and a couple of ones that we gave away on the last live stream. We'll start with just listing them off. We've got the Ornate Pillories, my personal favorite. 2017 Ornate Scythe. I think that's how you pronounce it. Right, now, Scythe, yeah. Scythe. So these are, the 2017s are limited to just a few weeks while we're running these promotions for the 2017 Halloween period of this year, of this season. They will go away at some point, and you'll never be able to get the 2017 version again. So these are limited edition, and they are all in the add-on store if you want to see what they look like. But we're just giving away these again today. And there's craftable versions of some of these. Like there's a craftable scythe that you can just get in the game. There's craftable pillory that you can get in the game. So there's usually mirror images if you just, I like that. I want to craft it and make it in the game. You can do that. 2017 Jack-O-Lantern 6-pack. So if you want to decorate your home for the contest, which I didn't mention until just now, Halloween contest is going on right now. It ends in a few weeks, so you've got some time to decorate your home. If you don't have a home, don't worry. You can also participate in the second part of the contest. You can participate in both if you like, if you have a home. But the second part is dressing up in some sort of costume. Some sort of spooky ghoulish, Halloween, creepy crawly, themed appropriately of Halloween type of costume. And we've got the jack-o'-lanterns for the decoration part of that contest. Details of the contest and SodaCon and all of these events are in the weekly update that we just put out. So you can go on, if you're going on the front page of the website and searching for some of this stuff, try the number 248 weekly update first, and all the details are probably in there, so you can find them right away. What else? We also have, oh yes, and we've been doing this special Twitter giveaway where we have on, just for those who are posting on Twitter, hashtag LBSOTA, that's Lord Brave Shroud of the Avatar, or at Shroud of Avatar. Hey, I like the live stream. Hey, I'm looking forward to attending SodaCon. See you guys there next weekend. Hey, I'm looking forward to the R46 postmortem. Whatever it is. If you tweet that out during this live stream, we'll give away to one lucky winner a 2017 limited edition again, 2017 spooky, I have spook here, I don't know why I misspelled it, spooky wearable repack. So repack is one of those packs that we kind of bring back every year and freshen it up a little bit with some new items. So there's some items that were in previous years that were not, they're not exclusive items that were from that year, because they're expired now for all intents and purposes. They're just items that certain types of pumpkins or no, I should have wrote down actually what was in the darn repack. But we have some of the new items, Halloween style, from R46 that we put in the game this past release. We put those, put a few extra items in there from the 2016 repack, and then freshen it up for the 27 repack. So there's several items in that to win. So let's why don't we give away one of those, and then I think we are, well, we can talk about some news after we show North Quel Way. Sure. They're looking for that, I am sure. So it's a bunch of news in the weekly update. I'm not gonna drag on news for you guys on that. Just check it out. Really cool stuff, including an interview, by the way, with Richard Garrett. He was at Igormir Expo in Russia. Right. So I just wanted to mention that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that myself too. It was really cool.
There's actually two. One is in Russian, so if you speak Russian, you're in luck. You can listen in on the interview. So let's give away, I don't know, which one? Why don't you pick one?
Let's go with the Jack-o'-lantern 6-pack.
Let me get my chat ready here. Jack-o'-lantern 6-pack, good choice. So why don't you guys in Discord and Twitch type exclamation, boy, there's not an easy one here. Why some lantern? That's easy enough.
Sure.
Because I was going to start like hashtags and all that shenanigans. We don't want to deal with that, right? So exclamation lantern, and this will be a good test to see if there's actually sound going on here right now, and I'm not totally muted. Alright, I always go to the wrong chat. There it is. Alright, so we've got it coming in here. That's also Twitch and Discord. We take them both. We'll give that a little bit of time to work its magic. Yep, you guys got it spelled right. And let me just double check in any other news. Since there was so much event news, if we missed mentioning any of your events that are going on this weekend, type it in the chat. I'll try to, or PM me actually to Barrick in Discord and Shroud of the Avatar on Twitch. I'll try to catch it, and I'll mention it a little later as Esteben's walking through the scenes. I'll see if there's any mentions of any new events. Otherwise, we'll try to get it in the upcoming events page on the website. Let's see. We mentioned the contest. We mentioned the telethon. Flash sales are going on right now for weapons. SodaCon, Richard's interviews. I think we've got it all. So let's move on, shall we? Let's see, what do we got to do here? We're going to move XSplit up so we can get Unity going. We use Unity as our main engine of developing the game, and so we're gonna get that set here. We're gonna lower our screen so that will put us in a little box so that you guys can see the game in just a moment here. As soon as I capture the Unity window, there's the Unity window. Okay, so we're gonna actually let's get that behind our camera. There's our camera. I could technically set this up without. Oh, look, we have 2 windows of Unity.
Double Unity.
Why not? Yeah. Okay, there's our wrapper. Okay, let's get that off of there. There. Okay, so you can drive and just go down there, and we'll give a couple more minutes to the jack-o'-lantern 6-pack.
I do like our skeleton buddy here.
He's kind of quiet.
Fellow companion.
I think he's. I don't know her story, but yeah, there's something going on there. He's had a long journey, and I think picked up spooky Miss. I don't have a name for her. We'll have to let the community on that one. I don't know if it's super loud. It shouldn't be that bad because we have it down on XSplit right
okay,
now.
well, I went ahead and adjusted it either way. Do you think that's okay?
That should be fine. You guys should be able to hear a little bit of the music, but that shouldn't disrupt our talking about the scene.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move over to the entrance of this map. So the map we'll be taking a look at today is called North Quel Way. And here we go. So this is North Quel Way. It is an upcoming map for R47. It is an adventure scene located in the North Quel region. So coming into the map, this will be a tier 2 zone, as you can see by our tier markers here on the screen. So coming in, the first thing we notice is that there's been some blood spilled in this area. Some zombies have been knocked out. So
massacre.
Yes.
Tragedy.
What a tragedy.
Maybe that's. Yeah.
So the story around North Quel Way is that there's here's another zombie. This guy's got a Zord in him. The story that revolves around this scene is that there's this road that goes through this valley, and there is this trading post that has been recently overrun by the undead. And so we get to see, as the player arrives, they get to see the aftermath of this undead wave that just came in and swept the trading post and has now laid waste to this entire area. So we can see like streams coming down from the valley. So with this map in particular, I wanted to really showcase just this majestic mountain range, and as you can see, the top of the mountains are snow-capped, and then as the snow kind of slowly thaws, you get these streams that flow down the mountainside and into the lower valley. So I really want to showcase that, and you can see waterfalls way off in the distance as well. So as we continue, we'll crossing this creek right here, which we've named the Sweetwater Creek. We cross the log bridge, and then we slowly make our way into what's the ruined trading post now. And we can start seeing some zombies every now and then. So there's signs that there was obviously lots of action going on here. We can see undead that have been speared into wagons, corpses lying on the ground, blood lays everywhere. Obviously something happened here.
Oh, it looks like a normal day.
Right, just
beautiful.
A normal day.
It's all sunny out and everything.
Down in the Quel region. So obviously we can see that our fellow inhabitants of the trading post were overrun. They killed as many undead as they could, but many of them unfortunately did not make it. We can see signs of smoldering debris. They tried desperately to have used their wagons in a way of formation to protect themselves against the undead. Even smashing some of the undead against rocks. And a few of the survivors of the trading post have actually made their way into this barricade right here. So it is here where we will find a few human and satyr and fawn survivors. And actually, there's a lot of zombies in this area. There are all over the place.
You spawn those, right?
Yeah, I'm actually undergoing spawning for this map at the moment, so lots of work there. But the cool thing about this area right here is that collaborating with Keith, we came up with these breakable barriers. So these barriers that you can walk up to and break. So you can break these barriers.
They're gonna come in.
Yeah,
They
they
are
can
coming
come
in.
in now because we broke the barriers.
You know what you need is like a blowtorch or something. Just,
Well, check this out. So
course, that
the
might
cool
not do
thing
good
about
for
this is that you can actually rebuild the barrier.
really?
Yes.
Well, you're being attacked.
Yes, we're being attacked in this case. But let's see if I can rebuild the barrier here.
Hey, your guy is helping you. Or
Yeah, these guys are supposed to be helping. So we set them up in a way, and so their faction helps us. Like, they basically help the player. So they have the same faction as, any other NPC that would kind of like help the player out when there's an enemy trying to attack. But there's auto ballistas here as well. So you can see when the zombie waves came in, our defenders basically took shop here and just barricaded themselves, put up spikes. You can see zombies that have been trying to get in and have gotten impaled.
Nice.
See, I'm gonna break this one right here.
If you have any questions, guys, in Twitch or Discord for Esteben here on the scene, North Quel Way, as we're walking through it, just let us know. This is a scene that's coming up in the next release.
Yeah, and some of these are the bear traps that I recently, a couple months I made. And then Reed Rolo, our environment artist, came in and he did some new art for them. But
we actually do have a question from Arius. Who brought about these undead, and how powerful are they to make undead creatures that last for me more than a couple of minutes? I think that means they're tough.
Yes, that may be the case. This, however, will be a tier 2 area, so chances are the undead, they won't be that high level. This is a fairly low level map meant to be geared towards initial players, starting players.
Okay.
So here we can see that we're rebuilding our barrier. Now we're currently working to have, once you rebuild this barrier, to prevent the AIs from coming in, and that's something that Keith and I will be working on in the coming days. But the idea is that you'll be able to rebuild this barrier and kind of have like a safe zone here. You can rebuild these barriers and kind of prevent the undead from coming in.
That's neat.
Yeah, that's something that
back up.
we just started working on with this map, is the fact of having the ability to break a barrier but then also rebuild it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Too.
I mean, why not? You gotta be able to do that to survive this sort of trial and troubling times. Let's give away that prize. We've got the 2017 Jack-O-Lantern 6-pack, and we're giving away to Discord's Arathil. Congrats, Arathil. That's Arathil. Please message Barrick what you won and your account name so that we can award it to you. We'll also pick another one to give away here right away. We've got the Pillaries and the Ornate Scythe, and also a reminder of the 2017 Spooky Wearable Repack that we're giving away on Twitter. Also, if the person who happens to be the winner of the repack from last time's live stream, we did award that just a little bit ago. Hopefully that's in your account now. Let's give away the Ornate Pillory. That's my personal favorite. I want to see who wins that. So exclamation Pillory. That's Pillory. So is the fire extra effective on zombies? Mercy Jersey wants to know.
Oh, that is a great question. I would have to ask some of the other designers about that one. That'd be a cool feature to have.
I don't know, but I could see us being able to do that.
Yeah, I guess that's more of a question for either maybe Keith or Brandon.
Well, we will find out, and if it's a little bit late because it's Friday, I could actually run and ask them right now, literally, I think, but I'm pretty sure they're in a group meeting right now. But next week we've got that post-mortem on Thursday. perfect opportunity to ask your questions. And if you have any questions on Release 46 or anything that's coming up, like what we're showing here today, you can ask them in the comments section of the R46 telethon post on the front page of the website. It's also linked in today's weekly update, 248. And you just go to the comments section, and you can please only ask 3 questions at most so that we can get to everybody's questions. And you can ask whatever you like there, and we'll answer it on the live stream.
Because it's an interesting question to ask, because I actually did play some charred zombie bodies here.
We got another question from Chris Pallid. Why are 99% of the zombies naked?
That is a great question.
Because, you know, sometimes they, you know, in shows and movies they'll have sort of clothes on.
Right. That is a great point. We do have a few that are clothed like that one.
Yeah, see, there you go. And there's your answer. we got somebody who used to wear a very nice dress.
See, that one's clothed too.
Yeah, there you go. So there's some. Otherwise, what's the point? You know, why have clothes? I mean, I don't think the zombies really need it, do they?
Oh, that guy has clothes too.
So there you go. Very, you know, basic clothes. It looks like they maybe replaced them. Didn't like what their previous owner had.
But so if we continue our way, you know, we can cross this stream, and we come up and we see a trail of blood leading out in that
That's
direction.
really a shame. It looks like a nice stream to. Well, you could go upstream and get, you know, some water if you needed
Got a
it.
duck right there.
Yeah, it's very beautiful, except for the zombies. You know, it's really a tragedy.
Yeah, and that's something that you know, it was mentioned during map review, was that a lot of people like the fact that it's a very serene place, but it has a contrast of the events that happen. So, you know, you have, you know, this wave of undead that just came in, and now you got blood everywhere, you know, weapons everywhere, dead bodies everywhere, but you see that on a very serene background.
Well, Maxley84 has an answer for us on the naked zombies. They were in the shower when they turned zombie. I guess that works.
So following this trail of blood off into the woods, you know, we can see that somebody is obviously injured and kind of ran off in this direction. And coming up, we see a cave. And this is a place where some of our survivors from the trading post have also like managed to scurry out.
Do we have audio for? I mean, there's music playing in the background normally. Why don't you go ahead and turn that up? We're going to turn up the audio.
Sure.
I really want you guys to hear some of the music and a little bit of the sound effects. If you can't hear it at all, let us know. If it's blasting your ears out, please let us know too. We're just going to turn it up a little bit more. It's pretty low on the XSplit there, Esteben, so go ahead and crank it.
Sure, you tell me when.
I would max it.
Oh, max it.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's go for it.
All right.
Or almost. Okay, let's know if that's too loud, guys.
All right, so here we come up on a cave where our fellow survivors have managed to escape. You know, they managed to put up some last-minute defense. And we can see that some of them are bandaged up, injured, barely managed to get away with whatever they could carry. And, you know, definitely expect to have like some type of quest, you know, revolving around the events that did occur at that trading post.
All right, I'm going to give away that, what do we have, an ornate pillory. Ornate pillory, congrats to, oh, this guy's on Twitch this time, Cage_Storm. Cage_Storm, you get the pillory. Don't lock yourself in it if there's nobody around to unlock you. It can happen. It happened to me once. And then let's give away that. Well, let's see. How much more do we? Oh, look at that unicorn. That's or not.
Oh, it's just a white horse.
Okay, white horse, soon to be unicorn, perhaps. How much more do we have to show?
Oh, we got like about half.
Okay, so we'll wait a little bit more on that ornate site, the 2017 exclusive ornate site. So you know when we're like a couple of minutes.
Sure. So now I'm gonna make my way up the mountainside. And we're going to go to where the source of all these undead, basically where all these undead came from. So if we continue up the road, we see that the undead are coming from that direction. So making our way, we can see.
Are they following you still?
They might be. Some of them might be. And up here is now an abandoned cemetery.
An abandoned cemetery? I didn't know that was possible.
Cemetery in disrepair.
Okay.
Now here, I do want to show something that we've been working on. Now, we do see these gargoyles. Now, this is something that I collaborated with quest designer Damien Filetto. But some of these gargoyles are set to spawn creatures when you get to a certain proximity within them. So we've set them up to randomized spawner, so we don't really know which ones are going to pop up. But let's get close to some of these gargoyles and see which ones blow up and unleash a creature. Keep an eye on the gargoyles. And so see, we managed to spawn the imp from the gargoyles themselves.
Oh, very nice. That's sweet.
So some of these blow up. And we get the flying imps out of them.
The flying imps are helping you now.
Well, actually, everybody's against me at this point.
Oh, that's no good. Boy, you're not a very social person here in this scene. Oh, yeah, wow.
But yeah, this is basically the source of the undead that have wreaked havoc to the camp below. And off in the distance, we can see a castle over there.
Can you walk through the castle?
Oh yeah, we sure can.
Sweet. If you guys have any questions in Discord or Twitch for Esteben here on North Quel Way, the scene we're showing off right now, scene that's coming in R47 next month, or at the end of this month, really, let us know.
Ooh, I got the size. Look at that.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, this is
actually the ornate site that we are about to give. 20 ornate. I think those are the ornate sites that we're about to give.
It is pretty nice size. Look at that.
And I hear it glows in the dark, especially. Like,
Ooh.
you can see it glowing right now, but it's obviously more transparent.
Let's put it to the test.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like at night.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
Of course, now every skeleton in the land knows you're there.
So this abandoned castle now lays in ruins. You can see gargoyles on the crenellations. It's obviously very overgrown. The drawbridge is in the up position. So in order to make our way into the castle, we hop on this log that has now fallen over and struck this wall. And, another cool thing that I got to use in this map is Richard had for a while really wanted to have the drawbridge functional. And so this is one of the few maps where I'm putting in the drawbridge, the new functional drawbridge.
Nice.
So, you see the switch, and it should say activate drawbridge. Now you can see it go down right there.
There it goes.
So now on the way back, you don't have to take the log route.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you're tired at this point. So we have a question from Jay Turcott. How much freedom do you have to create arbitrary monsters, or do you always have to pull from a central library? That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. So I usually, every now and then, I usually stick to what the library is. As far as our monster selection goes, that's a decision that's made by the character guys and the system designer. So I mostly pull from a library of monster selections. Every now and then, maybe there might be a certain requirement or something, and I'll ask for certain monsters that are tiered a certain level so they can be appropriate for the map. But other than that, I mostly stick. As a world designer,
you want to keep consistent on some of those things, and
right.
So the library is very useful for that.
Yeah, I mostly stick to what's applied by the system designer and the character.
Okay, well, there's your answer, Turcott. If anybody else has any questions for the scene, for Esteben.
So inside, we're inside the abandoned castle now. Some elves have taken over this castle in disrepair now. But from atop this castle, we can catch some great views.
We have people who are already typing exclamation they want the scythe badly.
It is a very cool scythe, I'll give you that.
I think we may have to give away 2 of those. I don't know, community. In chat, is 2 too much? Should we give away 2 instead of 1?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to make my way down, but we're pretty much at the highest point that's accessible for the players here. So we are pretty high up, and you can get an idea of how high up we are.
Well,
If you look down.
Yeah, wow. We have a request for 80 sites. Unfortunately, it's a limited edition, and they're, the scythe makers in such and such fill in the blank scene of Novia, hidden away from the general population, hard at work, slaving to make these scythes. Or rather, no, that's not the story. Actually, the scythes were spawned by a mysterious and powerful force from the undead scythe wielders of another land, and they just don't have enough. So can't do 80. Sorry.
Short supply.
Yep.
Oh, the egg. So we're now making our way down the mountainside.
But please drive fast. Always 42 is possible number.
Right.
So we'll discuss and see what we can. Did I just see a scorpion fight over there?
Yes, there's a scorpion fight. Oh, look, he's getting reinforced.
Yeah, that's how they work. What happened to the? Are gonna go after you?
So definitely, there's quite a bit of bears. I decided to, mountainous regions do make perfect habitats for bears. So up here we have a lone cabin. It has also been overrun by the undead.
Okay, we have SodaBot kicking in right now. A wonderful tool, and it just said on Discord that we're not taking questions. That's mainly for the telethon, other events. Well, that's directed for the telethons rather, and it's not the telethon day yet. But if you have questions for what you're seeing here, you just type it into chat, and we'll see if we can grab it.
Right.
Where's the boomstick? Nice.
The boomstick.
Yeah, you ever watch that movie? Damn, now I don't remember the movie. Help me, guys. That's a classic movie that I'm ashamed I forgot the name of. Please drive fast. What movie is that from? We'll get in a second here. Evil Dead.
Oh, okay.
With Evil Dead 1, 2, 3, I guess. Oh, Army of Darkness. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Army of Darkness with what's his name? I can't do
all
names.
these names.
Yeah, the Bruce. I was gonna say Bruce Springsteen, but that's definitely not it. Not Bruce Willis. Bruce somebody, I think. Bruce Campbell. Thank you very much. Yeah. See, I knew it was onto it. There we go.
Yeah. So we got all these skeletons that are now following me because I just crossed the graveyard again.
Well, everybody really is screaming for those sites. We're going to give away 2. Let's give away them right now. If you want to win that 2017 ornate scythe that we are showing you right now, go ahead and type exclamation scythe, SCYTHE. We'll give that a couple of minutes. One quick fact of the sites, you'll see that it glows orange, the runes symbols, kind of a yellow
Oh
orange
yeah.
hue. That is an effect made possible when you have bloom on. So if you get one of
Oh.
these sites, and I actually have to update the store image with that effect too because it shows yellow right now. If you get the scythe and it shows like the Atom Store actually shows the yellow hue and not that kind of orange glowish hue, that then your bloom setting is off in the video part of all your settings for the game. So go ahead and turn on bloom and you'll see that glow. And if you don't have bloom on right now, turn it on and see what else you see that's a little bit different.
Yeah, it definitely stands out at night, that's for sure. As you can see, like up above the trading post, all these dead bodies have now attracted vultures. So high up in the air, we can see some vulture flocks flying. And there's plenty of traps here for y'all. Bear traps.
A couple more minutes on that scythe. Those two scythes, rather. Exclamation scythe. We're gonna give away one. We're gonna do one on Discord and one on Twitch. We can split the way I run this.
Let's do it.
We have a question from Cage Storm. Do those imps steal your gold?
Ooh, that'd be a great thing to add. Currently at the moment, I don't think they do. But wait, didn't we actually? Huh.
I don't know. Well, you guys will have to tell us.
I feel like
what-
I've heard that before.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Maybe. That's standard. Find out. Find out for us and let us know. I think you're being shot by arrows.
Well, those are the
Something?
auto ballista traps that are going on here. They're actually still active and shooting out the
I
barricade.
see. Yeah. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Careful. Is there anything in the well?
Not at the well. We can actually collect water from the well.
Oh, cool. Grumpy Old Gamer Review says, I think the Portalarium offices are lacking puppies. I couldn't agree more. We need puppies, yes. Please don't mail them, though, because I'm not sure that works.
Puppies.
Yeah, I don't know if we allow our pets to actually come in here.
That's a good point. Although there have been pets on occasion, though. So yeah, I definitely do like the atmosphere that I've carried throughout. You know, especially with the cemetery and the abandoned castle.
Yeah, that's
And,
really cool.
And you know, coincidentally, it fits with the Halloween theme that's coming up as well.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see some of those. I mentioned it earlier. At the beginning of the live stream, everybody, we talked about a lot of the news that's out in the weekly update today and coming next week. And we also have that Halloween contest that's running right now where you can decorate a home or a property or also have a costume. And last year's Halloween contest, if you're curious to know what people did for last year's event, it was more than just a Halloween theme, but there was a category within the decorating of homes that had a spooky theme, and there was a lot of really cool. There was keeps that were decorated top to bottom in all sorts. Everything that you could find craft get in the game was on the walls and on the floors and everywhere. It was the decorations were very, very cool. So I'm excited to see who comes up with what here.
Yeah, and I'm excited to check that out too, because as a world designer, sometimes a lot of the decoration done by community members kind of inspires us in a way. And we use assets in a lot of different ways, but every now and then there'll be a certain decorator, fan. He'll do something that like, whoa, that's kind of cool. How he used those pillows or whatever.
Yeah, we see the passion by the community on how they bring some of these individual items together, and
Right.
we'll use that as, like Esteben said, inspiration. So your work goes certainly noticed. It's put into our spotlights sometimes when we have a community town spotlight.
Right. Definitely.
So do we have anything else to show, or should we give away those other
I think we're ready.
sites? All right, so we got 2 sites here, 2017 ornate, limited edition, less than 42 available. And well, there's more available than that technically. I mean, you could go to the store and buy if you really wanted to. We'll give away 1 Omega Flux. Congrats, Omega Flux, and congrats also to Melcifer for winning one of those sites. Please message if you're on. There's one on Discord and one on Twitch. If you're on Discord, message Varric, and if you're on Twitch, message Charlie Avatar. Let us know what you won and your account name so that we can award it to you, and it may be a couple of days to award.
Yeah, congratulations, guys.
And we'll give away that Twitter prize of the 2017 Spooky Wearable Repack at the end of the live stream. So, wait within an hour or so for who wins that as well. We'll post it on Twitter. So how shall we end the live stream here? Maybe with a sudden death of your character, perhaps?
Or we
from
could
these evil skeletons?
Or I could annihilate everyone around me. How's that?
Well, I don't know. Community, should we have Esteben save the day here, or would you like to see Esteben's death join? Would you like him to become undead like everybody else in this poor scene? We're getting requests, Esteben, I'm sad to say, for your skull.
My skull?
Yeah, they
God.
want your skull, and actually, there is a couple of there's a couple of houses that collect skulls. Some community members that collect skulls. There is a museum also.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's loud here. I'm wondering. I don't think it's too loud for you guys. Is it? Still hear me okay? Thank you, Lane, for the information on Discord.
Alrighty. Well, my skull is wanted.
Yeah, there's a museum. We spotlighted it a couple weeks ago. I don't have the name of the museum offhand here, but there's a museum. They're collecting skulls right now for all the donors on the wall. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So there goes Esteben's sadly, or maybe a benefit to joining the collective undead community in North Quel Way. And there's our Ankh, if one wishes to resurrect
I know,
themselves.
how convenient, right?
Night's Watch Museum. So Sick Colic, thank you very much for mentioning Night's Watch Museum. And go check that out sometime, everybody. A lot of space for more skulls.
Oh, but wait. Hold on a minute. I get my revenge.
Ah, there we go. All at once. What just happened? Okay, so we've got those sites given away. Let me run through the prizes here once more. 6-pack goes to Arethel. That's the 6-pack of Jack-o'-lanterns. The Ornate Pillory goes to Cage Storm. And one Ornate Scythe goes to Omega Flux, and the other goes to Melcifer, and we'll give away that Twitter 2017 Spooky Wearable Repack shortly. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Really appreciate hanging out with you, and we will see some of you at SodaCon next week. We will see you on the live stream, or we'll see you in chat on the live stream right before SodaCon on Thursday. Our post-mortem live streams now are every month. and they run a nice 4 hours, 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock Central Time, and we'll be considering, maybe changing those times some point in the future, perhaps, as we have more players coming in from Europe and elsewhere. We're always looking at who is able to participate as much as possible. But read the announcement, the R46 postmortem telethon announcement that has details on how you can still participate and get those stretch goal items that we achieved during the telethon, even if you're not on and at or not participating actively from 3 to 7 o'clock. We extend that time out a little bit for everybody, 12 hours total, in case they're just getting home and they miss it from work or whatever. So a lot of opportunities to have fun next week with us, and we will see you then. Bye, everybody.